Luther Burden among some of the best, right, when it comes down to it. According to Ian Hartitz, right, with Fantasy Life, he pointed out an interesting stat with Luther Burden that compared him to rookies over the last decade. And Luther Burden had more yards per route run by a rookie wide receiver in the last 10 years. Luther Burden in his rookie year had 2.71 yards per route run. And over the last 10 years, A.J. Brown was number 2 at 2.68, Justin Jefferson at 2.66, Puka Nacua at 2.6, and then Jamar Chase at 2.5. So what does that say? That puts, when you look at that territory that it puts Luther Burden in, it puts him in not just good territory, but elite territory when it comes down to that. That is a really good spot for Luther Burden to be in. You know, for many Bears fans, they look at Luther Burden and they have already put him above Rome Odunze. I think they're 1A, 1B when it comes down to it. But it is clear one thing is that Luther Burden has all the skills, all the traits of a top wide receiver in this league. And when you talk about moving on from DJ Moore, one of the things that I've talked a lot about on the show over the last few weeks is that who steps into that void of the consistency that DJ Moore had. He wasn't always the biggest guy with yards per game. He wasn't always the biggest guy with targets. He wasn't always the biggest guy with touchdowns. But it was just the consistency in which DJ Moore played with, in which he was available with. And whenever you called on this number, you knew that he had the chance to make a play no matter how many times you passed to him or did not pass to him over the course of that game. So now, Rome Odunze, Colston Loveland, Luther Burden, these guys are all stepping in and hoping to be able to fill that role wholeheartedly for this. Now, I look at Colston Loveland with his route running and his consistency. I think that he's going to become, and already he became that last year, one of Caleb Williams' favorite weapons, but you're going to spread that out, right? You're going to need more than that. And, I do think that we could see Colston Loveland become the number one receiver per targets when it comes down to by the end of the 2026 season, but you're going to see the ball spread around between Burden, between Odunze, between Colston Loveland, between Jahade Walker. You hope that Khalif Raymond's going to be able to get in there as well as Avion Thomas, right? You're looking at all these guys, and weapons is the name of the game for Ben Johnson's offense. Not just, of course it spread things out, but like how many different places and areas of the field that you can attack on any given play in any given set is one of the most important things for Ben Johnson's offense. And so, having a weapon like Luther Burden, who is an amazing route runner, who is somebody that once you get the ball in his hands, he absolutely, as a possession wide receiver, he's so difficult to take down. And everything that we continue to see, like all these stats are great, but it's the eye test as well, right? Like when you see Luther Burden on the field, you can almost automatically see how he impacts and changes the dynamic of a football game when he's on and healthy. And that's what you're going to need from Luther Burden this year. But like I said, I don't want to put it on any one person.